All right, y'all, so you're thinking about packing your bags, booking that U-Haul and heading down I-20, I-85, or maybe even catching a quick flight to Atlanta, Georgia, the A, the Hollywood of the South, Black Mecca, trap music capital, and peach everything city. But listen, moving here is more than just Instagrammable brunches and celebrity sightings. If you're a young professional, an entrepreneur, or an artist, a fitness junkie, or someone who just loves to travel and soak up the culture, Atlanta might just be the move. But before you say, ATL shouty, here I come, all right, I know I butchered that. That's because I'm not from Atlanta. But guess what? This is my home. But on a serious note though, guys, let's break down what life in Atlanta is really like. I'm talking demographics, I'm talking lifestyle, I'm talking common misconceptions, and yes, weekends that might just change the definition of outside. First things first, Atlanta is incredibly diverse. About half the city identifies as Black or African American, but you've got thriving Latino, Asian, and international communities that bring that flavor to the city. It's one of the few major US cities where Black professionals, creatives, and entrepreneurs can actually see themselves represented in almost every space. And the neighborhoods here each have their own vibe. You've got Midtown with the young professionals, high-rise living, walkability, bars, art galleries, and Piedmont Park right at your doorstep. Then you've got East Atlanta Village. This is edgy, artsy, indie music venues, craft cocktails, and murals everywhere. Literally perfect if you're creative. What about West Midtown? Here you have luxury loft living, trendy restaurants, and a mix of industrial chic with new development. Can't forget about College Park. It's historic, it's soulful, and minutes from the airport. So if you travel a lot like me, this is almost an ideal location. And Grant Park is more family oriented, but it's still hip. Plus you got the zoo and the farmer's market. So depending on whether you want high-rise city energy, artsy street cred, or a more historic southern charm, you've definitely got options. Now let's clear up some misconceptions because everybody thinks that they know Atlanta, but do you really? Number one, Atlanta is just for rappers and reality TV. Nah. Yeah, the music industry is huge here, but so is tech, film, healthcare, and startups. Black entrepreneurship is booming and corporate opportunities are almost everywhere. Number two, traffic is the worst in America. All right, listen, yeah, traffic here is a beast, but you're gonna learn what I-285 means real quick. But if you play it smart, you work remote or live near your job, or you take MARTA, you could definitely survive. Number three, Atlanta's dangerous everywhere. Like any big city, some areas have higher crime than others, but Atlanta also has a lot of safe, walkable, family-friendly neighborhoods. It's all about where you plant yourself. Number four, Atlanta's all about the nightlife. Let me tell you, brunch here is like a religion. Day parties are legendary, but there's way more. There's hiking, there's art festivals, fitness groups, volunteer work, and a crazy underrated food scene. Now, before we dive deeper into what life in Atlanta is really like, let me stop right here and say this. If you're even thinking about relocating to Atlanta, don't try to wing it by yourself. I see so many people move here, rent in the wrong area, overpay, or flat out miss out on neighborhoods that can actually fit their lifestyle. Atlanta is big, it's diverse, it moves fast, and honestly, if you don't have someone here on the ground that knows the city, the culture, the builders, and the right people, you can make some very expensive mistakes. And that right there is where I come in. My team is committed to helping people like you, young professionals, entrepreneurs, and creatives find not just a house, but a home that's gonna fit your lifestyle. I know the neighborhoods, I know the market, I know how to connect you with the right resources so you can thrive here, not just survive. If you want someone who's gonna actually listen, guide you through the process, and make sure you start your Atlanta journey off right, my team is gonna make sure that happens. I'm a good person to know in this city, and trust me, you'll thank yourself later for having the right guidance instead of trying to go at it blind. So what's in it for you if you're a young professional or creative? For entrepreneurs, Atlanta's a startup hub with affordable office space compared to a New York or LA. Plus you've got events like Startup Runway and Atlanta Tech Village. For artists and musicians, the music scene here is insane. There's studios everywhere, open mics, and collabs. And visual artists thrive with public art spaces and collectives. For all fitness enthusiasts, you've got the BeltLine running trails, yoga in the park, fitness pop-ups, and gyms galore. You'll be jogging past murals one day and hiking up Stone Mountain the next. And for serious travelers, Hartsfield-Jackson, AKA the busiest airport in the world, you can literally wake up in Atlanta one day and be brunching in Paris the next. Networking is not optional here, it's a lifestyle. Atlanta has mixes for almost everything. Black business expos, music industry conferences, fitness meetups, travel groups, even black tech pitch nights. So what's a typical day like here in ATL? All right, picture this. In the morning, you grab your coffee at Ponce City Market, you jog the BeltLine, maybe take a Zoom call from your condo's rooftop overlooking downtown. Then by midday, you're hustling, maybe co-working in Midtown, maybe at Tyler Perry Studios, grinding on a film project. project, or if you're like me, you're doing a real estate deal. By the evening after work, you might hit up Slutty Vegan for a burger or a rooftop bar in Buckhead. If it's a Thursday, there's always a live music showcase somewhere in the city. Atlanta gives you that balance. You grind hard, but when it's time to play, you'll definitely be playing. Now let's talk about the weekend. Friday night, dinner at the Optimist and maybe Edgewood Ave for bar hopping and live music. By Saturday morning, it's time for brunch. And I don't care if you ate the night before, brunch here is non-negotiable. The Grill Village, breakfast at Barney's, toast on Lenox, you'll wait in line, but it's well worth it. By Saturday afternoon, you're shopping at Lenox or hitting up an art festival, or maybe just a day trip to the North Georgia mountains for a wine tasting. Saturday night, rooftop lounges, day parties that roll into night parties, or maybe just chilling at the house with a kickback with some good vibes. Sunday, either you're at church or you're recovering with yoga in the park, or maybe hitting up a Falcons, Hawks, or Atlanta United game. By Sunday night, you're back meal prepping, ready to do the whole thing over again. One thing I love about Atlanta, it works whether you're an extrovert or an introvert. For social butterflies, you have parties, festivals, concerts, game nights, cultural events. You'll never be bored. Solo vibes, you can jog the BeltLine, hit bookstores, go hiking, visit museums, meditate in Piedmont Park. Nobody's gonna be looking at you crazy if you're chilling by yourself. It's the perfect balance for people who like community, but also value their own personal space. So is Atlanta your move? Look, if you're looking for a city that's diverse, full of opportunity, rich in culture, and welcoming to young black professionals and creatives, then yes, this is it. But just remember, Atlanta gives you exactly what you put into it. If you're here to hustle, you'll find opportunity. If you're here to create, you'll find inspiration. But if you're here to party, well, you might not get much sleep, but that's Atlanta too. So if you're ready for Southern charm mixed with city hustle, endless connections, and a lifestyle that's equal parts grind and good vibes, welcome home. Atlanta might just be your fresh start that you've been looking for. Drop your questions in the comments, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you want more insider tips about moving to Atlanta, shoot me a quick email and I'll send you my free ebook. And if you're ready to take that next step and actually find your dream home here in Georgia, hit me up. I'll help you make that happen. I'll see you in the A.